Hello and welcome to today's English for SPM online class. My name is Miss Leong, and in today's video, we're going to talk about summary and paraphrasing. When you read and analyze a summary question, there are always four things that you must look for. Number one, you have to look for the keywords that will help you find the content points for your summary. Number two, you need to find the line numbers in which you identify your content points. Number three, you must look for the 10 words given in which you will start your summary with these 10 words. And lastly, you have to look for the pronouns as well as the tense that you are going to use in this summary question. Tony Fernandez is synonymous with AirAsia. At the age of 36, he quit as vice president of Warner Music Group in Southeast Asia and purchased with three partners ailing Malaysian airline AirAsia. As CEO, he has used a combination of low costs, low fares, and an open and informal management style to turn it into Asia's biggest low-cost carrier. Tony is candid, friendly, and outspoken. When he came up with the idea of purchasing the airline, he told his wife, "I really believe in this." He felt there was a huge untapped market in Asia. Millions of people wanted to fly but could not afford it. Here is Tony's account of his recipe for success. Many friends cautioned me. They told me I would fail. I simply told them this: if I fail, I fail. At least I won't be sitting and saying, when I'm 60 years old, I should have tried. Tony spends a lot of time speaking at schools, encouraging kids to pursue their own dreams. I tell them it can be done. Look at me, there's nothing special about me. You've just got to believe in yourself. You don't have to be connected to a politician. You don't have to have money. You just need to believe that you can go out there and do it. Don't be afraid of falling, because then you'll never start. And if you fail, try again, he advises. At Warner, Tony had spent a fortune on Malaysian singer Zainal Abidin's second album, which flopped. That didn't stop me from pushing on with my work, my dreams. He is always delighted when he receives a lot of letters from people saying that he has inspired them, that they are going to try something different. That really spurs me on. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you'll never learn. But when you do mess up, be the first to admit it. Don't try to cover yourself. Once in a while, I do this too. For example, when I insisted AirAsia fly from Kuala Lumpur to Penang 4 times a day, even though Malaysian Airlines flew the same route 12 times a day. He realized he couldn't compete against the buses. The buses pick you up and drop you off right in the middle of each city. They get people to Penang faster. With airlines, one has to go to the airport and then back from the airport to the city. I just said, "Sorry guys, I messed up. It's my fault. I was wrong." I even said sorry to my pilots when a merit system for awarding bonuses to pilots backfired. The pilots were unhappy and made no secret of it. They really appreciated my apologies. As a manager, you have to be accessible. I talk to everyone, my staff, our passengers, the media. If you just sit in your office, you don't know what is going on. Every day, in the office, I set aside 2 hours to spend with the staff. I walk around, go to the baggage handling area, see what's going on, joke around. Accessibility helps you earn the confidence of people around you. It makes them feel they can talk openly and without fear. They should have the freedom to say, "This is wrong." Being accessible means being open. At the end of the day, human relationships are about openness, trust, and transparency. When I was growing up, my parents wanted me to be a doctor like my father. After my failing in physics and chemistry, due to zero work for my A-levels, my parents realized they couldn't force me to do anything I didn't want to. My first love was always music, and my dream was to own a record company. But I'm realistic. I knew I could never raise enough money to compete with the likes of Warner and Sony. So, no matter what you love, you've got to be a realist. Also, look beyond the money when you pursue something. It's nice to have money. I like the nice things money can buy. But I'm not doing this for money. I was paid a fortune at Warner, but I left. The big kick for me is using money to help others. There are a lot of smart people who never got the chance to go to school. So, I sponsor cadet pilots. Money is just a byproduct of what I do. Now that you've found all your content points, it's time for you to do paraphrasing as well as make grammatical changes. Remember, you must change the pronoun and the tenses if they are different from the keywords in your question. For this summary, you are using the third person pronoun, he. You can also use him or his or the person's name, which is Tony Fernandez. For this summary, you will also be using present tense. However, there are some events that have already happened, so those content points will be in past tense. Lastly, you will need to change all the dialogue in the text into statements. Take a look at the table and see how this has been done. And with that, we have reached the end of our video for today. Before I go, let's summarize the 4 steps that you need to follow in order to write a summary. Step 1. You will need to read the summary question carefully. Step 2. Analyze the question based on the 4 components, which are keywords, line numbers, 10 words given, pronoun, and tense. Step 3. Do paraphrasing and grammatical changes. Step 4. Write your summary in 130 words. That's all from me today. I hope you've learned something new. Please practice writing the summary. After all, practice makes perfect. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.